Hi students. So welcome back to all of you. Let us continue with our vectors chapter. So in the vectors chapter we have already seen the projection of vector A on the line L. Clear? So now let us continue with the observations of projection of vector on another vector. Clear? So that is observations on projection of two vectors. Clear? Okay. So let us see one by one. Okay. The first point is, see the first point. If vector p cap means this is unit vector. Clear? If p cap is the unit vector, if the p cap is unit vector along a line L, if vector p cap is unit vector along a line L, then the projection of a vector A on the line L is given by vector A dot p cap. That means if that is vector p cap is unit vector, then projection of unit vector, that is projection of vector p cap along line L is given by vector A dot p cap, Clear? So that means p cap is a unit vector along line L, then the projection of vector A on the line L, that means vector A is projecting. Clear? So if you don't understand this, please observe carefully. There is p cap which is unit vector. This is our first point. Clear? There is another point, that is vector A. Vector A is another vector which is making projection. That means vector A is making projection on p cap. That is vector A which is making projection on p cap. Then what is formula? Vector A dot p cap. Clear? That means this is the line L. I will take this is vector A, and this particular vector P, this is unit vector P, and vector A is making a projection on line L with P as unit vector. Then your formula is what? Vector A dot p cap. Because now vector A, if I take this is O, this is A, this is B, OA vector is making projection on projection on OB vector. A vector is making projection on OB vector. That means vector OA dot vector OB cap will be the formula. Clear, students? So from this, what we understand, if OB is the unit vector, if vector A is making projection on OB, then the formula will be vector A dot P cap. Vector A dot P cap, that is nothing but equal to vector OA dot vector OB, where vector OB is unit vector. Vector OB is unit vector. Clear? So from this we can say, that A and B are the two vectors. If A and B are the two vectors, I can write formula as, if vector A is making projection on vector B, the formula will be vector A dot B cap. What is B cap formula? Vector A dot vector B divided by mod of vector B. Clear, students? So this is what your observation 1 and observation 2 are telling in these 2 points. Okay. So from these 2 observations, we come to a conclusion that formula for projection, very important. Formula for projection is vector A dot B cap. This is very important. And here concentrate on A making projection on B. Because you have to find the unit vector of B. Are you getting my point? Because in exam, suppose if they give any example to solve, you have to be very confident that formula is very much clear. Before going to the formula, please you understand what they are telling. Vector A is making projection on vector B. Vector A is making projection on vector B. In this condition, we should find unit vector of B. Suppose, see here, if vector B is making projection on vector A, then what your formula becomes? Vector B dot A cap. Please remember this, because on word is very important. Here vector B is making projection on vector A. Most of the students get confused here. Okay. So for that purpose, don't get confused. Please be clear. A on B means A dot B cap. B on A means B dot A cap. Suppose vector P on vector Q means P dot Q cap. Vector R on vector S means vector R dot S cap. And unit vector formula is what? Suppose B cap is unit vector, vector B divided by mod of vector B is the formula for unit vector. These things you have to observe. This thing you have to be very much clear. Unit vector formula is vector b divided by mod of vector b, and whenever a on b means a dot b cap, b on a means b dot a cap, p on q means p dot q cap, r on s means r dot s cap. Clear? So this is how you are going to be observe the formula. So please remember that the projection of a vector a on the another vector b, that means the vector which is making projection on another vector, that another vector is very very important for us. Here the another vector is b, that's why we are taking b cap. Clear? So these two observations give us the formula for projection of vector a on the another vector b. Projection of vector a on the another vector b. Clear? So now let us move for the next slide. Okay, let us see the third observation. If theta equal to 0, then the projection of vector AB will be vector AB itself, and if theta equal to pi, then the projection vector of AB will be BA. Clear? That means, see here, this is the line L. This is your vector AB, and let us choose this as C. Okay, and this is theta. Now if this theta becomes 0, this is the first example or first diagram or second diagram. If theta equal to 0, what this particular diagram becomes? Here AC and AB will coincide. This will be AB, and this continues as line L, and AB and AC together get coincide because the angle is 0. Clear? If theta becomes 0, this AB coincides with AC and they become a single line. On that time, what we do? The projection of AB will be AB itself, because AB is going to coincide with vector AC. Clear? So this is one point. Okay. Suppose if theta equal to pi, what happens? See, this is line L. If theta becomes, okay, let us take first, this is theta, this is AB. Okay. Now if theta equal to pi, what your angle becomes? If this is line L, this is the point A. Now this becomes your A, and this point is B. Sorry. Okay. Here what happens? This is A and this is B. Clear? Now angle becomes pi. Okay. If angle becomes pi, see here, this is your AB vector, and here this will be your another B point. That means this was your AB at theta equal to 0, and this is your AB. See, this is your AB whenever theta equal to pi. Now, here both the vectors are in opposite direction. Both the vectors are in opposite direction. So, whenever theta will be equal to pi, AB vector becomes your negative of AB or your BA vector, or it becomes BA vector. Clear? So that's why what happens here, BA vector means direction will be from B towards A. Direction will be from B towards A. So AB vector becomes BA vector. AB vector becomes BA vector, and the projection of AB will be your vector BA. Projection of vector AB will be your vector BA. Clear? So that's why whenever theta will be equal to 0, projection of AB will be itself. Whenever theta will be equal to pi, AB projection will be your BA vector. Projection of AB will be BA vector. Clear, students? Because of this angle, see, this angle becomes pi, your AB vector direction will become BA vector. As this line goes and coincide with this particular line, your angle becomes pi. This angle becomes pi, and the direction will be from B to A, and this is from A to B whenever at theta equal to 0. Okay. So whenever theta is equal to 0, this line coincide here, this becomes AB. Whenever theta becomes pi, this line go and coincide with this particular line, and it becomes theta equal to pi. Therefore, this is nothing but BA. Okay. So please remember this. That is, first thing, if theta equal to 0,